Yes, friends. Once again, good afternoon to all of you. Am I audible, friends?
Yes, you're audible, sir. We're able to hear you. Good afternoon. How are you?
Yeah, I'm not so well today due to weather change here. Uh, I've got some fever. Still, I hope I will make you enjoy the class. Uh,
Sorry for your fever. Are you asthmatic?
yeah, yes.
Sorry for that.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, okay. That's a good one.
Yes.
I hope you have your inhaler by your side.
Yeah, yes. Thank
All
you.
right, that's nice.
Still, let us make this a better one. We waited for our friends to come in for almost 10 minutes. Uh, some are still on the way. They're coming. Let's start with the class. Just to put it in a capsule, yesterday we discussed about a course introduction. Um, I was trying to introduce you what are the things we are going to deal under this course. I hope many of you, all of you, uh, are very clear about uh, what we are to deal through this 6 days. Still, five classes are left. Uh, we had a very interesting introduction of students yesterday, and we got into some cursory glimpses of the course. I was also trying to tell you, uh, explain you about how, uh, what are the uh, characteristics feature characteristic feature of this one, social research. Social research we saw yesterday, and we had some discussion about some basic concept of research in relation to uh, human society, and I hope you have some basic understanding about what research is all about. I was also trying to tell how research begins with intriguing questions, how questions are answered through systematic ways, following different methods, tools, and techniques to help us understand the question at hand.
Francis
Whatever.
Ndonga, please can you mute your mic?
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes. Oh, that's that's fine. We were looking at how research begins and how we go about research, what exactly happens in research. Some of the things we have already discussed. Still, to continue with that, today we will see at first we will see this one, uh, the relationship between natural and social science research, so that you will understand how social science research is different from the natural research. We will have a deeper understanding onto social research in social science when we look at it in comparison to natural uh, the research in the natural science. Okay, natural science, when we have a comparative view uh, upfront, both keeping them uh, upfront, we can better understand how what more happens in social science research. See, history witnessed a lot of development of society, human being, from a very nascent stage to the ultra modern this one lifestyle today. Uh, all people all over the world have really uh, evolved into superhuman beings. Okay, super animals. Among the these, they have become uh, this one uh, highly developed um, in their manners, in their behaviors, in using the resources and utilizing the resources and making life better and better from time to time. And all these have been possible because of research, both in the field of natural science and in the field of social science. And natural science uh, gave a pioneering step to social science. Uh, Earlier, people had very simple life, and they lived um, in the jungle and uh, uh, rural areas in the jungle, gathered food, and after that they started cultivating. Uh, they lived in communities. Then, starting from that, now if you see, there has been a sea change in human society. Sea change, big change, huge change, we can see. As I said, all of these have been possible because of this one, human instinct to gather knowledge and use those knowledge in the process of development, changing life more comfortable, more this one productive, and more this one superior, more better and better. So in natural science, we have seen a lot of inventions from around 18th century. Uh, there was a very this one fast revolution in the field of science and invention. 18th and 19th century saw a lot of discovery and invention. And research that happened due to research by many people who involved in research. And prior to that, people used to think this one, whenever flood came and washed away people in the this one villages in the riverbed, they used to think this is wrath of God. God is angry. That's why He is punishing. And there were thunderstorms. There were a lot of this one stereotypical thinking about this one thunders, these floods, and sunstroke, and many other problems that human suffered before the scientific inventions. And people did not understand what was exactly happening. That's why very often they connected these things to some supernatural uh, this one occurrence given by God. But uh, after the 18th century, in the early 19th century, there was lot of this one development in research. Many researchers were conducted, and particularly the this one impact or influence of Auguste Comte. Auguste Comte around 1930s. Um, he developed an idea that is positivism. Under positivism, he proclaimed, this one promoted the idea of uh, scientific thinking, research. Unless you really uh, test, unless you test the things, unless all phenomena occurring in the society are tested through a systematic method and better understood the factors behind an event, we simply should not believe in something. And from then, there has been a lot of this one promotion to scientific thinking, rational thinking, and since then, research has picked up very fast, and research has uh, gone in hand with uh, human development. Research really supports, complements the efforts of human development. It provides a lot of evidences, knowledge, understanding, uh, and clear ideas about how to march forward in development. Our subject of interest here is to see how social research has gone along with natural research. In order to understand social research, the matter of discussion for us very closely today, we, in order to understand this social research, we see both these research fields of research in comparison to each other to have better understanding of social research. Our interest here is social research and social work research, that is more specific. More specifically, it is social work research under the this one premise of social research. So we try to understand, at this point, we try to understand social research in comparison, with a comparative view to natural research. So in natural research, what happens? Natural research tries to understand the world around, what are the natural occurring happening around, like why thunder comes, why there are floods, why trees shed plants after winter, why some trees don't shed leaves, don't shed leaves, why there are evergreen plants, what are icebergs, okay. What are icebergs, why some parts of the world are scarce in resources, natural resources, while other parts are rich. Why this one um, temperature is increasing, why there are this one different diseases, chronic diseases, why different diseases are occurring. All these things come under physics, chemistry, biology, geology, all these things. Under all these disciplines, natural science research occurs. So, natural science research also tries to find relationship between one natural occurring with the other. But in social science, what social science research, this one research in social science deal with social science research deal society, deals with the society, social structure, human interaction. Okay, human interaction, because without human interaction there cannot be society. The society interaction is the flesh and blood of society, social relationship. Without social interaction there cannot be social relationship. Without social relationship there cannot be society. So uh, and these social interactions are very much regulated or determined by social interaction. Social uh, interaction decides the kind of society. Social behavior, social interaction, social structures, social institutions, all these things, how they operate and how better they can operate, all these things are the matter of discussion under social science research. So, social science research tries to understand human behaviors, behaviors, social relationships, social institutions, social associations that really are the components of society and social life. So that is the matter of social science research. While natural science research deals with the natural occurrence in the surroundings, whatever natural things are happening under the discipline of physics, chemistry, biology, geology, environmental studies, all these things uh, deal with natural science. While social science under political science, psychology, sociology, as I was speaking to you yesterday, history, all these things, under all these disciplines social science research happens. Okay, they deal with social, uh, human behavior, social institutions, social interactions, different ways and modes of social interactions, and they try to understand what are the causal factor behind different social happenings, social phenomena. So that's how they try to understand. So now just if we have a comparative view of natural research in natural science and social science, we'll see that in natural science research and findings are very much reliable, verifiable, and consistent, and they can um, apply to universally apply once some invention is done. It can universally be applied to different part of the world, whereas so in social science research it is very difficult to achieve reliability, verifiability, and consistency in social science research, because society is very much dynamic, more dynamic than the social uh, phenomenon. Social phenomena are very much dynamic. They are subject to change. They are never constant. Once you have some invention in natural science, that becomes the law. That becomes the law. But in social science, uh, that becomes the universal law, rather. That become in natural science, if you discovered something or invented something, that becomes universal law as such. But in social science, it is very difficult to call it universal law. Rather, you can generalize uh, the findings with quite similar situation, even that is sometimes not more error free or accurate. in application, because there are variations in human societies, human mind, human behavior, human social structure, due to huge large scale variations, fast variations among this one people, communities, and societies. It is very difficult to achieve verifiability, reliability in social science. Still then, efforts are on to reduce the errors in social science research, and uh, achieve more accuracy, more reliability, more verifiability in social science research. And in natural science, full objectivity of the research is possible, maintained. Objectivity means without bias. As I said to you yesterday, objectivity means the study without any biasness. Okay, so in natural science, it is very easy to maintain this one objectivity. Once you follow a set of rules, objectivity is bound to come in natural science. But in social science, it is very difficult to maintain objectivity in research. Objectivity is subject to biases and prejudices existing in a particular society. That too, the level of prejudices or level of biasness among the people also differ from one area to the other, from one community to the other. And the thinking, the perception, the behavior among the people, the understanding of the people, the responses of the people are widely different from one to each other. Even uh, it is uh, even they are subject to change very fast. A single person, if you ask a question and try to understand what is there in his mind or her mind, uh, he or she has one response, and after 5 minutes or 10 minutes, again, if you go back to him and ask the same question, uh, why you don't allow your children to go to school? Suppose the question, if you ask him now, and after 10 he gives one answer, and after 10 minutes if you go back and ask him, the answer may differ. That's how there is it is very difficult to find full objectivity in social science because of changing minds of the people, and biasness and prejudices persistent among the people. Then of course, another difference between this natural science and social science is in natural science you can easily control in an experiment. You can easily control the sample in the laboratory situation. In the laboratory, if you are conducting some experiment, you can easily get things under your control. But when you will see in the society or community where you are conducting your experiment, it is not in your hand. It is not that easy to control the sample or sample or subjects. There are many external factors which are likely to disrupt your research practice, research exercise, and distort the results and analysis. So, subjectivity is always peeping into your research. Biasness and distortion are always um, this one looking at you. So, in social science research, gaining control condition is very difficult, whereas it is easy in natural science to in laboratory situation to have a controls situation. Then, as I said, um, in natural science, the natural science, the results of the research can easily be generalized and they can be accepted as universal law, because once that is done, um, time and again when you do the similar research, similar experiment, the result is same. Okay, the result is same. Like you will see Louis Pasteur, who uh, invented what? Can anyone tell me what was the contribution of Louis Pasteur to the world of health? World of health, immunization. Okay, immunization. He discovered immunization against certain diseases. So once he experimented and proved that certain process can help fight this one some diseases, that is still used, that is still used, but some of the things which were discovered in social sciences, they are not applicable now because of change in the society, change in the psychology of the people, change in social structure. Many things get irrelevant with the passage of time. So it is very what I mean to say is it is very difficult
Doctor,
to uh,
doctor,
uh,
yes, doctor. I,
yes.
yeah, I have a question. Please, before you go any further, I just want to understand very well the specific situation in social science where it is difficult to control.
Yes.
What is the specific situation in the social science to control?
um, See, we don't have a specific tested method to control again control of the sample. It differs, that's what I am saying. It differs uh, with geographical area, with change of geographical area. It differs with communities. It differs what situation, what this one problem you are trying to understand, whether it is psychosocial, whether it is economic, whether it is social relationship, whether it is political behavior. It depends on variety of different factors. So but when you this one hmm, try to control the sample in social science, what you have to do is you have to be watchful that human factors like see intervention agencies intervention. External agencies go to communities to educate people and try to bring behavior change among the people. Education, what changes people's behavior, usually different interventions. So how you can gain control under social control over the this sample of social research is, again let me tell you, the sample or control group under social research is very vast, comparatively vast. If you are studying about a district behavior of adolescent people in health seeking or health seeking behavior among adolescent people, adolescent girls particularly in a particular district, then what you have to do is nobody nobody should go during your study. Suppose you have given 2 years to see the change. So during that 2 years, no one should get into that community, that district, to intervene about changing behavior among girls for health seeking. Okay, so that's how you can have, better control of the uh, this one control group. And otherwise we don't have many options like that in this one natural science to control the gain control over the sample research or control group. Does it make sense, my dear?
Okay, sir. Is it
Yeah.
possible to share with us the screen so that we should take notes? I would like to take notes as we are
uh,
lecturing.
I, I
Thank you.
I understand. Yes, yes, sir. I understand your concern. uh, um, I have some problem in my camera of the laptop. That's why I'm not able to put on the camera. I Today I was supposed to get it corrected by a technician, but since I was not well, that's why I have not got it corrected. I don't know what has happened to my camera of the laptop. Tomorrow, I think I will get it corrected. I will see by technician. Then I will do. For today, maybe it is not possible. It shows something. The camera is not getting on. Okay. Do you get my point, my dear?
Yes,
Yes.
this is
Please.
well noted.
I'm sorry for that. I will do it tomorrow, I think. Okay. Uh, yes. To continue with, um, again, um, in natural science, what happens? The experiment or research is mostly on this one matters, non-living matters, and sometimes in biological science, that is on animals. Okay, animals. And the researcher has no emotional connects with the subject or the object of research. But in social science, what happens? We have to do among human beings. We have to do among human beings. That's why very often what happens, we are subject to the subjective thinking, prejudices, and emotion of the subjects we are conducting research. Okay, in natural science, that is that doesn't happen, because in natural science, as I said, a research or experiment is conducted with the objects, uh, non-living matters, and sometimes animals as well in biological science. But in social science, you have to do it with human beings in the society, their behaviors. That's why it is always likely that you face the problems with regard to subjectivity of your subjects and prejudices of your subjects, the emotional content and situation of the subjects. So your research depends on the emotions, the prejudices, the biasness, and subjectivity of your subjects or informants or respondents. That's why you have less control over your research methodology as well as your result. So um, that is always a challenge in social science research, that I wanted to say. In natural science it is easier, but in social science these things has to be taken care, that whether our research is subjected to subjectivity of the respondents, prejudices, and emotions. We have to check we have to minimize those effects in our research. There is another effect, another factor called Hawthorne effect. Okay, Hawthorne effect. This is very interesting. When you in natural science, there is it is not likely that your object of research or sample of research changes its behavior or something like that. But in social science, once you know once the subject knows that you are going to study about them, or you are trying to observe the set a group of people, as I said, adolescent girls in the district, if you are trying to observe them, it is very often very likely that they will change their natural behavior. They will behave like, yes, they have changed. They will behave, somehow they will try to display favorable behavior once they come to know that you are trying to observe something. So that is another very tough situation, difficult. That is difficult to have objectivity in social science research. That is this uh, the very presence of the researcher among the uh, subjects changes their behavior, their gesture, uh, particularly when you are trying to understand their some aspect with their this one life situation. Sometimes these things are likely to occur and uh, affect your research findings. So this effect is known as Hawthorne effect in social science research. So these are the differences we see in natural science research in natural science, and research in social science. I hope this comparative view of natural research in natural science and social science provides you some insight into social science research. Now we have to see need of research. What is the need of research? So as I said, you almost we have discussed how social this one. What is the need of research? Whether it is natural research or social research, um, all research are very important for development of people. Due to research, human life has changed tremendously. In Of course, there are inequalities in changes. Some part of the globe have uh, little less changes, and some part of the globe has tremendous changes. There are variations in changes, but there are changes due to um, research. Research has always helped human being to get insight, better understanding of different phenomenon, different this one, um, occurrence and events around them, and in social behavior, social institutions, social associations, this one interactions, different occurrence and challenges and relationship between different factors or causal factors also are um, seen very um, contextually to different situation, and they provide better understanding of different uh, patterns of behavior, patterns of development, and patterns of factors of problems. So this is how social science research and natural science research has uh, developed human beings to up to this stage. Um, in agriculture, a lot of research has taken place. Hybrid seeds, irrigation process, different irrigation methods, different seeds, production augmentation process. All these have happened this one, in agriculture because of research. Continuous research process uh, are taking place in agriculture, and this one resilient crops, other things now are being developed so that crops are more resilient, more diversified, to meet the this one food need of the people. So agriculture, in the field of medical science, in the field of this one technology, we have computer. Invention of computer is a very revolutionary invention in the field of research. A lot of things have magically changed in the recent years due to internet and Wi-Fi. That see, in this we are connected from different parts of the world because of this one, our Wi-Fi and internet, and all these facilities, because all these have been possible through research, technological advancement, agricultural development, and industrial development. Uh, Many things have changed. Uh, they have First thing is they have improved the quality of life of human being. Second is research informs the government for appropriate policy decision. Research, both in natural science and in social science, uh, informs the governments, respective governments, to provide appropriate policy and decisions through evidences found from the research. Evidence-based practices are suggested. Um, in different countries, uh, evidence-based practice are very this one widely adopted. Most of the developed nations, those who are at the front of this one Human Development Index, actually follow this method. Research results are perfectly linked with development policy by their governments. That's how research helps in policy decisions for the government. The next point is expansion of knowledge and education. Research itself enriches the storehouse of knowledge. Research enriches the storehouse of knowledge. Whatever knowledge we have in store for education of our children, education of the people, research adds to that. The need of research is to add knowledge to the storehouse of knowledge. Add more information, more knowledge to the storehouse of knowledge. So research helps us to discover knowledge, add knowledge to the existing knowledge for both teaching and application purposes. Then next is research helps to understand different problems. Okay, understand different problems. As yesterday we were discussing uh, how different questions intrigued our mind. If we are to understand or gain more understanding and deeper understanding about those problems, we have to conduct research. The countries or the people who conduct more research on social science and natural science, they find more appropriate solution to the problems in their society, in their country. That's why it is important to have research in order to understand problems and find more appropriate solutions to those problems. Research is important. Research is needed. Research is necessary to understand problems and find appropriate solution to those problems. It is uh, necessary. Uh, the research is necessary for the purpose of understanding problems and finding solution to them. Then The next important need of research is enhancement of this one production productivity of people. If you research on different skills, empowerment, application of knowledge among the people, you have to have research on that. How productive people are, how productive their activities. Uh, this can be discovered through research, and it can help immensely in this field of this one human capital development and improvement empowerment of the people to be more productive for development. Then research also necessary in the field of monitoring and evaluation. Lot of this one programs, lot of projects uh, are taking place in our communities, in our society. A lot of international, national, state, and local level program agencies are undertaking different development programs uh, to see, to check whether these programs are appropriately working, and whether these programs have real-time impact on the lives of the people. In order to check this, we need research. We need the research, and we also try to find the loopholes or flaws existing in our programs and different development initiatives. Um, Different defense, academic, medical institutions, engineering institutions of engineering. All these apply this research to understand their lacunae and loopholes in the field of applications. So this is how research is needed in almost all the fields of human life. Everywhere research is necessary, even for environmental change. In the recent years, research for environmental sciences has been a central concern of the people all over the world. Uh, in the face of fast changing environment, temperature, and its devastating impact on lives of the people, it is necessary to have more research on environment and different factors, the relationship between different environmental factors causing disasters to human life everywhere. So research is very much important for development of human life. Then we have seen where why we need research. Now we will see. Yes, anyone wanted to speak? Okay. So now we will see research in the context of social work. Okay, what is research in social work? What is research in social work? Prior to that, I would like to know from you, friends, uh, what do you understand by social work? By now, let us. I know you, all of you, understand what is social work, but just to come to the uh, like refreshment and refreshing your knowledge, let us have a small discussion. Uh, what do you mean by social work according to you? I'm not asking you the definition of this one. Um, National Association of Social Work or International Association of Schools of Social Work or Federation of Schools of Social Work. I'm not asking definitions of those organizations, those premier authorities of social work all over the world. But I wanted to just know your own feeling of social work. Basically, a very simple sentence. You say, what do you understand by? Just I want one or two sentence, not more than that. Two or sentence in one or two sentences statements. You can say what do you understand by social work, friends? It is thrown up to you. Just one, two, or three responses I want. Anyone? What have you
Yes.
understood of social work? Social
Yes.
work. Yes.
Social work simply means helping the helpless to help themselves in
Yes.
simple terms.
Yes. Yes. Good. Good. Helping the people to help themselves. So it is a process of helping the people to help themselves. So that's a fine definition by Cheney Alice, I think. Then anyone?
Yes,
Yes.
yeah.
Please welcome.
Social work empowers individual, promote justice,
Yes.
and enhance the well-being of people.
Yes, that's another interesting concept of social work. It is about uh, uh, allowing people to have justice, just full life. Justice means have a rightful share of your life, rightful share of your life, giving somebody his rights. That is what justice. What give someone what he or she deserves. That is justice. So social work looks at it. Social work tries to give what one deserves. Okay, then anyone?
Yes, sir. Am I
Hello.
audible?
Yes, yes, audible.
Social social work is a practice based on profession and academic discipline that promotes social changes and development, social cohesion, and the empowerment and liberation of people.
Oh, fantastic. Very good. Very good. It is social work. Always try, look ahead for
Yes,
social
I
change and
just want to
development.
add what he
Change and
says.
development.
This is indeed academic.
Yes. Yes. Chakana, continue. Could you please repeat? Okay. I could not get your voice properly. Anyway. So, Uh, yes, those were very good, very good understanding of uh, social work in the nascent sense. Um, yes, Zimba, you wanted to say something, Chipilar Zimba? Yes,
Yes, I wanted to add from what the people have already said in definition of social work. So, social
yes,
work is about helping people who have problems in their lives. Thank you.
yes. Social work is helping people, those who have problems in their life. Yes, one of the prime area of social work is to help the people those who have problem in their lives. Actually, historically, if you go into the history of social work, social work started with the urge to help the people those who were in problem. After industrialization, People migrated in large scale to industrial area, and they lived in slums in very this one poor condition, and were subjected to exploitation and very miserable life in the slums of industrial cities, metro cities. Looking into that, some people with fellow feeling and some people with kind heartedness came forward to help these people. And since then, under the Pennsylvania University of near USA, and in England as well, uh, many people came forward to establish something like social work. Mary Richmond was the first among them who tried to help people in problem in the in those situations. So for that, we always in social work we relate human problems as the core area of operation for social work. Okay, everything comes to deal with human problems, that's true. um, and human problems are associated with different kinds of problems, that is material, emotional, social, cultural, and monetary, economic. All these problems together, technological, all these problems together cause human problems. So, in order to deal with the human problems, we have to spread over all these areas and work integratively to solve the problems. So, why I wanted to ask this question is, see, uh, in social work primarily deals with it's a humanitarian profession, as you many of you said. I was happy to hear that it is a humanitarian practice or a humanitarian profession that aims to solve human problems. Okay, human problems, and tries to change difficult conditions, and tries to bring development among the people through collaboration, collaborative effort at all level, at the local level, national level, international level. So using methods, tools, and techniques of social work, we have many tools and techniques of social work. We are trying to deal with human problems. Okay, so in order to deal with these human problems, bringing change in the society, why we want change in the society, why we should bring change in the society, because some existing situations are problematic. That's why we want to change this. We want to change it. Okay, we want to change what we want to change. Why we want to change? We want to change those things that are not helping us to solve our problems, not helping us to develop. Those things we want to change. Why we want to change? Because they hinder in our development, they obstruct in our development. That's why we want to change. So what the core concern of social work is change, development, and solution of human problems. To capitulate in a sentence, the central concern of social work is change, develop. Okay, change, social change, development, huh, for solution of human problem. Okay, so social work, for all this work, social work applies certain methods. I think you are aware of the methods. Can you enumerate the methods of social work, any of you? Yes,
Yes.
Yes, Kaima.
Yeah, for me, it's just a question on this topic of social work research.
Mm-hmm.
This topic, I hope should be done nicely if we can do it theoretically and practically. Otherwise, if you can just do it theoretically without doing practice on this, I don't think that we shall be well sufficient in, well equipped in knowledge of doing research, because some of us we can understand it very well if we can do it in the field or wherever we are. I don't think if we shall have that time that we can do it practically, or once you finish lecturing this topic, then that's the end of everything.
Yeah. See, that's what I have been saying. We have lot of dynamics in the community, lot of dynamics in the society, particularly in the perspective of social work. There are different situations. Different situation. We have to first assess the problem, understand the problem, the need. There should be a need assessment, and then only we need assessment and resource assessment. We have to do first need assessment and resource assessment. What resources we have? It may be material resource, it may be human resource, it may be social capital resource. Okay, social capital, what are the who are the people who can collaborate with us? What are the material resources there to mobilize uh, for the interest of the people? See, we have to as social workers, we have to think in the local context. The people we are trying to address, it is as you said, it is not always possible to do everything everywhere. Okay, it is not always possible to do Chaima, do you get my point? It is not always, even if we
Yeah.
want, yeah, even if we want to do noble things, many things in our community or everywhere, anywhere, as you said, anywhere. We It is not always possible to do even best things uh, in some of the places. But what you have to do is you have to connect the problem, appropriate problem, with appropriate resources. If the resources and other, maybe that is material resources, human resources, social resources, and other setting, if they are, if you feel they are adequate to meet the problem, then only you can start addressing some of the problems. So what we have to think is, what we have to do is we have to think at them in the local context, in the context of uh, the people, in the context of the people we want to help, or in the context of the problem we want to solve. It is very very context specific. Social work intervention or social work research is very much context specific. It should be thought in the context of local people, local need, and local resources. That's how I hope I make some sense to you, Chaima.
Yeah, of course,
uh,
you have done it.
yes. Yes, thank you. So, uh, can you tell me what are the methods used in social work? Because we are going to discuss social work research as a method of social work. So, what is the locus, or where social work research is located among the methods? That's what we want to go. We are going to see. Before that, let me just bring it to your fore that uh, what are the methods used in social work? Yes, Muntali,
Yes,
Damia Muntali.
there, yes, there are two methods of social work, which is primary and secondary method.
Yes, two sets of social work methods. Two sets or two groups of social work. One group is primary, the other is secondary. Okay. Then what are the primary methods of social work?
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah. This primary and the secondary social work methods, we have inside them, we have casework.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes.
we have casework whereby a
Yes.
social worker help one person to at a time. For instance, if
Yes.
someone has a
Yes.
family problem or needs counseling, the social worker listen and give support to the person. The other method is group work. Here is where the social worker help a group of people who have the same problems. For instance,
Yeah.
they can organize a support group for young mothers, people struggling with
Mhm.
addiction or victim of abuse. The
Yes.
third one is community work. This is
Yes.
where social workers help a large group of people in a village, town, or a city. They may
Yes.
educate people on important issues, fight for their
Mhm.
fight for their rights, or start programs to improve their lives, like youth empowerment project. Thank you. I'm stop here.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. So nice explanation of primary methods of social work. Thank you, Simba. Yes, we have three primary social work, as Simba has already said. Casework that is working with individuals with problem through one-to-one relationship. Then group work that is working in the group through the group to support the people with problem. Then community organization that is community work or community organization that is working with the community to solve the problems of the community through resource mobilization and people's participation at the community level. So those are primary methods of social work. Then there is another set of method of social work, that is secondary method. Secondary method includes social action, then social work administration, then your social research. Okay, so social research is located in the secondary group of social work method. So I hope you locate the social work method within social work research within the methods of social work. Yes, uh, uh, social action that is done uh, among the large number of people with problems to influence the problematic system, to change it. Okay, through organization, propaganda, education, and organization, that is social action. Then social work administration, that is working for the people through managerial or agencies or organizations to connect resources of the country or society with the need of the people at the local level. Then of course social research. So social research is a method that tries to understand, gain more knowledge about problems occurring under the scope of social work. Okay, under the scope of social work. uh, Social work um, social work research, particularly when why I discussed about social work methods, we have to see social work research in the context of social work method. It is a method to gain knowledge. In every method has a significant way of dealing with social problems. Okay, it has a distinct characteristics of its own. Each method, each of the six methods have distinct feature or distinct way of dealing with human problems or bringing change in the society or social development efforts. So, social work research as a method also has a distinct area of operation. It has a distinct uh, feature or characteristics to see with while doing this one social work research. Social work research to just discuss social work research is the act of investigating the contributing factor to problems that the clients are facing. Okay, that the clients are facing. I mean, social work tries to understand the uh, factors of different problems in the areas of social work application. Okay, social work tries to understand the challenges, huh, the challenges, the problems faced by social work professionals, and it also tries to find solutions, appropriate solutions for those problems. Okay, those problems. And in social science research, what happens, the main goal of this one research is gaining knowledge, informing policy decision, and many other things that are more theoretical. But social work is more of utilitarian approach. Okay, it deals with the problems, deals with the issues, research problems that are immediately at use. Okay, immediately at use. It social work research tries to understand why some people are facing certain kinds of problems, why there is risk taking behavior among adolescent people, why there is lack of connectivity among youths in the present day, why some people are this one suffering under homelessness. Okay, why youths are apt, or youths, larger number of youths are going for drug abuse. So social work tries to look at and understand, uh, gain deeper understanding about different social problems in the field of application of social work. As we know, we saw the this one scope of social work. Of course, we will again we will see the scope of this one social work research. But I was telling to you the scope of social work, um, where social work can be applied. It can be applied in child development. It can be applied in women empowerment. It can be applied in community development, in the field of community development. It can be applied in health profession, health, medical, social work, and it can be applied in industrial setting. It can be applied in prison. Okay, all these areas, all these areas are the concerns of social work research. It also helps in development of indigenous people, development of marginalized people. Okay, it also deals with people with different disabilities, people with different disabilities. It also deals with trafficking, human trafficking, women trafficking, and many other situations that cause human suffering, human suffering to all or some people in the society. So all these areas, in all these areas, what are the problems and what are the factors of problem, and what is the relationship between different factors of these problems. To gain understanding about all this, social work research is usually conducted. Okay, social work research is conducted to understand social problems, to discover appropriate solutions. Okay, discover appropriate solutions and different challenges faced by social work practitioners or professionals, and the causal factor between causal relationship between different factors and problems. Okay, all these things are to be understood under social work research. And how social work research is linked with other different methods of social work. See, social work research is simply gaining understanding through a systematic method, or systematic, by adopting systematic this one ways and means. I mean, scientific understanding of the issues in social work. That is what social work research. So, in social work, whatever practices are undertaken in any field, maybe it is in child development, maybe it is in this one women empowerment, maybe it is in the labor welfare in industrial setting, or maybe it is medical social work in hospital setting, maybe it is agricultural development, socio-cultural development, development of indigenous people. Wherever it operates, wherever it operates, what it does, it gains evidences. Okay, you have to have basic understanding of the field where you are operating as social worker, where whatever the field may be. You have to gain some understanding of the problem, and uh, gain some knowledge about the problem. Then only you can effectively work in that particular field. So to gain knowledge, there is a need of research. There is a need of research. So while applying the different methods as well, we need to have knowledge about that particular person with problem, or a group with problem, or a community with problem, or the society with problem. We need to have knowledge. So as I said, social work research is gaining understanding and gaining knowledge about the problem and the solution. Problem and the solution. That's why uh, in social casework also, social work research is important. Why? You must have seen about social diagnosis, social diagnosis, understanding of individual. Okay, understanding of individual, collateral understanding of the person's family and his community setting. For all these, to gain knowledge about the individual with problem, you have to follow some ways and means of social work research, some tools and techniques of social work research. If you know social work research as a method, then you can better understand the problem of the client or the person with problem, and his family and his surrounding social system, social environment. In order to solve someone's problem, you have to understand the social environment of that person. That is very important. So in order to understand the social environment and the individual concern, you have to have some research, this one aptitude. You have to have some research aptitude. So research is important in social casework. That shows it is important in social casework. Then in social group work as well, you have to first understand what are the common problems faced by the social individuals in a particular area or social groups. You have to understand their social environment. You have to understand the available resources in order to understand the science, in order to gain scientific understanding about different problems and resources uh, that can be used for solving problems of individuals in the group. You have to have research aptitude. So research method is applicable in the field of social group as well. Then going forward with community work, if you do community work, you have to have a complete profile of the community, starting from your population of the community, the power structure of the community, the resource structure of the community, resource base of the community, the set of problems encountered by the community. Okay, different this one external agencies working in the community. You have to make a complete this one uh, information base for the community before working for a particular community. Then only you can better understand the different links between different factors, different addition resource page resources, and you can connect them better. Okay, the reasons for backwardness of the community, the reasons, the factors for the persisting problem in the community. For that you need scientific understanding of the community. That means research. That means research. Without but scientific understanding, if you go to intervene in the community, then there will be a problem. Okay, yes. Anyone wanted to speak something? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Mayton. You are not audible, dear.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Hello.
Chaima.
Yeah,
Chaima, you
for
wanted
me,
to
I
say
just
something?
yeah,
Yes.
it's a question again.
Yes, please.
When I go through my sources of notes, when I come to the methods of social work research, I can
Yes.
see that there is a qualitative and quantitative methods approach. So how can you
Yes.
interrelate to the primary and secondary research methods?
Yes. Chaima, we are moving towards that. Okay. Later on, we will discuss about that. Okay. That is going ahead. We will discuss about that quantitative and qualitative research and how we can interrelate them, why we can drop them or why we can take them. Going ahead, we will discuss. That is ahead. I have seen. Please have patience. We will discuss later in the later classes. Okay,
All right, sir.
is that clear, Chaima? Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Uh, yes. For that, community organization and community work also needs the help of social work research. Okay, then in social action as well, when you try to this one bring change in defective system in the government or in any other agency that is working for you, any problems, political problems or social problem occurring or a matter of public interest litigation, when you take up as your action, what you have to do is you have to first research on the people who are affected by a particular problem, and you have to understand the profile of the population that is affected, and what are the this one impact of a particular problem on the people. You have to understand them. That's how social work research also is related in social action method. Okay. uh, I hope you understand. I am speaking how social work research as a method has link with different other methods of social work. Okay, so and this one in social welfare administration also, in social work or social work administration also, that is another method of social work. Uh, Here also there is a need of social work research. Any agency, any administrative agency, before launching a program, before selecting a community, that has to conduct research on different issues and problems in the field, and they also conduct research on adaptability of the social work approach they are doing, sustainability of the programs they are undertaking, and the need assessment is most important in social welfare administration or social work administration. If without understanding the need of the community, if you launch a program, that causes problem. Okay, so there is a need of social work research in social work administration. Of course, another one is social work research. It is very important in itself, that provides scientific understanding of different issues and problems and their factors, interrelations, and solutions that we uh, seek to find to conduct better social work practice in different fields of operation. So, this is how it is related with different methods of social work, and different methods of social work. What is related? Social work research. Social work research is associated and interrelated with this one, uh, different methods of social work. Then now um, more or less you have understanding, again understanding about the concept, meaning of research. Yes, somebody wanted to speak. Yes. uh, if anyone has this one, put on the mic, please put up the mic so that background noises are not disturbing us. Okay, friends, uh, put up your mics. Unless you speak something, want to speak something, please put up your mic so that we are not disturbed by the background noise. So now we are to discuss about scope of social work research. Scope of social work research. What, as I said, scope means where where something can be applied, the area where or limitations or the boundaries of application of something, that is scope. What includes social work research, where social work, what contains social work research. The first and primary this one concern of social work research is studying social problem, that I have been repeatedly saying. Studying social problem is the super concern of social work research. Social work research tries to understand different problems in the different fields that is undertaken by social work. Okay, from grassroots organization to international level, different research activities are conducted to understand the problems encountered by social work professionals in different fields. Okay, in different fields, and particularly different issues occurring in the community. Okay, regardless of challenges faced by social workers, many problems occur in different communities, like child abuse, your drug abuse, the abuse to the child exploitation, industrial this one exploitation, environmental concerns. Many problems, n numbers of problems are uh, uh, causing suffering to different communities in different parts of the globe. So here, social work research, what does it do is it tries to understand the social problems. Okay, social problems at their first, then their factors, then it goes for the challenges encountered by social workers. Okay. First, independently, it tries to understand the problems at their own place. Then there are factors why these problems are caused, why these problems are emerging, why the rate of incidence of a particular problem is this one at increase. These things are done. Then another important area of this one social work research is to understand the practical challenges of social workers. Okay, practical challenges of social workers. While working for indigenous people, while working for HIV/AIDS patients, while working for industrial slaves, while working for this one rural poor, while working for this one peasants of different chronic diseases, what problems are encountered, what are the new challenges encountered by the social workers. These also has to be understood in a neat way to better encounter, find better solution for dealing with these problems. Okay, so these kind of researchers are mainly happening in the form of action research. Okay, applied research or action research. While programs are going on, simultaneously researchers are also conducted to find out what are the problems emerging in the field of application in different fields. In practice setting also, social work research is conducted. Then it for improving the competence of social workers, as I was saying, Another concern of social work research is to find more appropriate solutions. More appropriate solutions. Uh, Social work research tries to discover, try to enumerate the best practices in several parts, the best practices by some people, to replicate them in different parts of the globe. So if something is working better, then that has to be spread to different parts so that the similar results are this one gained from different parts of the world. So these things improve the competence of social workers. They help through research, the research ideas, insights gained from research put better insights or better input to the social work practitioners at different level and different fields. And this is how social work research helps enhancing the competence of social workers um, in their field. Then, um, of course, Chaima was raising a question on type of research, quantitative and qualitative research. Later on, I will discuss on typology of types of research we have. There, I will discuss about typology of research. I will tell about qualitative and quantitative research. So, social work research also uh, um, helps us to choose what approach we should take to understand different problems. There are some problems which can be understood through quantitative survey kind of research, and there are some problems which need in-depth understanding through in-depth interview and this one observations and immersive kind of research. So social work research is more pro to qualitative research, immersive research, to understand qualitative kind of things. Then social work, when we speak about scope of social work, all the fields coming under social work practice uh, can be the area of application where social work research can be conducted. Okay. In addition to all these, I want to speak that social work research can be conducted in all the areas where social work can be applied. Social work can be applied where social work is operational, in the field of rural development, in the field of development of indigenous people, in the field of health development, health welfare, in the field of child welfare, in the field of this one school social work, in the field of school, in the field of labor welfare, that is in industrial setting, in the for youth development, for dealing with youth problems, in the field of urban community development, everywhere possible where social work exists or operates, where social work research can be conducted. That is the it has a very vast scope for social work research wherever social work practices. So more or less, uh, we have seen the scope of social work research. Now to see uses of social work research, where social work research is of use. I have already discussed about different uses of research. You can connect those points here as well. Um, first thing is social work is still a young profession. Young profession. Social work profession is one of the youngest profession. So the storehouse of knowledge in social work is not very much rich. So what is the significance of social work research is to add knowledge to the storehouse of social work. The it adds social work research add knowledge to the storehouse of social work. Okay, storehouse of social work. It tests new facts and verifies old facts that have been already discovered, and it also gathers many this one literature available for this one social work practice. It also connects itself with different theories of social science. As you know, this social work, the knowledge of social work has been built upon multiple disciplines. Okay, knowledge of multiple disciplines. It borrows knowledge from different multiple disciplines. It borrows knowledge from psychology, it borrows knowledge from sociology, it borrows knowledge from political science, it also brings some knowledge from law. Okay, it also brings some knowledge from medical this one field. So it has knowledge from different fields, and the this one uh, there is a need for enrichment of this knowledge house, and it has to connect with theories from different disciplines and bring up its own theory, own principles, and that can play a crucial role in development of professional social work. So to sum it up, this one social work research is very much useful in enriching the storehouse of knowledge to inform decisions in practicing social work in different fields. Then um, it provides policy inputs. It for the government and different national and international agencies need evidence to practice social work. So social work research helps with evidences to this governments to take appropriate decisions to solve allot resources for that, and it also helps the national and international agencies, GOs or NGOs, to allot their resources, invest their resources for solving different problems. So this is how it provides inputs to government and other agencies for better policy making and decision making. Okay. Then social work research also does evaluation. So whether these programs undertaken for the welfare of the people, for solving certain problems of the people, whether all these this one programs are on the in the right direction. It provides direction to different welfare programs and welfare and development schemes. So this is possible through social work research, and that is where social work research operates. Then uh, it also enhances, or it also improves in enhancement of competencies and uh, expertise of the social work professionals who work as change agents and champions of change. Champions of change, um, they need a lot of competence and knowledge and skills, and these knowledge and skills and competencies are improved through research. Research in one part of the globe can find best practices, best experiences, and inform other people in other areas. Then Social work also, social work research also helps understanding the target groups and communities. Target groups, as I said, if you want to this one, invest time and energy and resources for any people, you have to understand them, their social background, their this one, population, the demography, uh, the resource base. You have to understand different dimension of the target groups. So social work research very much helps in that. Then, of course, understanding the causal factors, different factors working in uh, to persist different problems in the community. Social work also helps in that. Then, uh, it is another um, area where another work that social work helps us, social work research help us is this one, cost effectiveness. Okay, it tells us uh, only through research that we can know what program uh, can take how much resources. Otherwise, sometimes many resources without research, if we go ahead with implementation of a program, then there is wastage of resources. There are wastages of resources. At times, people without adequate information, adequate evidences, when information intervention is started, there is that is likely to fail due to wastage of resources. That's why there is a need of social work research prior to intervention of a program. Then, for awareness generation or spread of awareness, create awareness among the people, research is important. Research is important. So, because research decides what kind of sensitive things can be put up to the people, what are the measures to undertake to spread the knowledge, what are the ways and means to this one, expand knowledge among the people, spread knowledge among the people. Only research can decide. And different people have different means of this one, expanding, expansion of knowledge, spreading knowledge. uh, See, most of the indigenous people very much believe in this one, folklores, folk this one, culture. Okay, folk culture. If you this one, spread the messages to through different folk media. Okay, folk media, it is more likely to be accepted by the indigenous people there, because they are lovers of this one, culture. Okay, culture is very important for them. So, for this is to understand, research is needed. Likewise, many people have different ways, likeness towards different ways and means for knowledge acceptance and other things. Then, uh, social work research also helps us to understand other methods of social work in a better way, and to apply them in a more appropriate way in different field whenever they require. That's why research is social work research is essential. So, for not only social work, for any field of application, if you want to this one, go ahead or improve with the system, you have to have research. Research is very important. Almost every field of application. I hope you agree. You will agree with me that research, without research, even you cannot handle your kids. Okay, and even you cannot handle your kids. If you want to handle your kids with care, you have to have some research about them. Okay, so kids are also now getting very smart, and this one very critical in understanding. So almost every sphere of fieldwork operation or fieldwork practice, if social workers are to excel, they have to conduct rigorous research, because evidence-based practice is now this one getting very much popularized because of its significance. Not that it is a simple trend. It because of its need and necessity and significance. Anything to do, we have to go with evidences, and for that, social work research is very important. Social work research is very important. So that's what uh, um, today we have discussed. I think some of the student wanted me to correct my screen. There was a problem in my screen. Something has happened to my this one the, video camera. I will find solution to that. And any questions, queries, or any anything you wanted to say in short, students? Welcome. Okay. Are you tired?
No question, no comment. We really have
Okay.
really have
Thank
enjoyed
you.
your presentation. Thank you.
Okay. So, okay. Bye, students. See you tomorrow.
See you,
Bye bye.
sir.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Michael Simba, see me outside.
Thank you. I'm coming very soon.